I'm at the yard of Halo Stables catching up with Alan GREEFF, and before we get started on what the runners are hoping to achieve on Friday, Alan, I've got to wish you and your yard a fantastic weekend in general, because it was a fabulous Friday with the 6 winners, and then of course on Saturday your grade 3 victory with direct hits. Those are the days that you train for.
Morning, Nadine. Yeah, it was a wonderful weekend, and well done to everybody and all the people behind the scenes that do the hard work. So those days don't come around often. We must cherish them.
Most definitely. But as racing is, there's no time to rest on your laurels, and we really get straight into racing on Friday here in the Eastern Cape. The yard will kick off with King Prawn in race 1. Now, he was green on debut, but he got his legs under him late and he did finish well. And Alan, I'm sure he'll come on with the natural improvement.
No, I think so, and it's also 100 metres further, and I think he'll enjoy that.
Moving to race 2, One Giant Leap is a newcomer to the yard. She will be making her local debut off a lengthy break.
A competitive field here, Nades, and she's had a lengthy break, but I think she will run a nice race and take it from there. But she has been on a little bit of a holiday and having her first run here in the Eastern Cape.
In race 4, Lotus Island runs. Now, her second career win last time out was just as easy as her first career win. Alan, can she make it 3 on the trot?
Nades, there's no reason why she can't. She's looking well, working well, and if she can repeat the same sort of race, I think, it's only a 4-point difference in her one race to the next, so I think she can.
3 runners in race 5, Articuno. Now, we know she's a bit of a temperamental, feisty filly, but she does have the form to win this. By the Light of the Moon is never far back, and her best work has been done over track and trip. In fact, both her career wins have been over course and distance. And joining them will be Holly's View, who's working her way back into form.
Yeah, Articuno, competitive filly. Last time she got scratched going down to the start. She threw a little bit of a wobbly and, she fell over, but had to be scratched, but she has the potential. Yeah. By the Light of the Moon, she's also slowly creeping her way back, as with Holly View. She's in a little bit of a tougher race, but lower weight. She's normally carrying top weight in a lower division. The
yard will step out the 3 runners in the listed Breeders' Guineas, which is our feature of the afternoon. Splice, the main brace, is in superb form, and though she may have to take on a couple of Western Cape Raiders, she certainly will relish the weight advantage. Can't Say No is in steady and honest form at this level, and Ignite the Light, maybe a little bit of a query as far as the grass is concerned, but she certainly does have the ability to get a look in.
Yeah, Nate, Splice, the main brace, has done nothing wrong, and hopefully she just keeps the steady form going. Can't Say No played second fiddle to her more times than I think she cares to remember. Ignite the Light also, she's been steady and consistent by the last race. She also got jammed up against the rail that day as well, so there were a couple of excuses. She had run second to Splice, 1 run back on the poly, and she has shown she is a little bit better on the poly, but deserves her place in a race like this. She's a nice big filly.
Mo, the man behind Alan, is trying very hard to get noticed this morning. We'll see him in action in race 7, and he really hasn't enjoyed the blinkers. They are off, and on the prior form without the blinkers, he's definitely a runner. He'll be joined by Final Edition, who showed good improvement in his last, and they'll race alongside Holocene, who interestingly is the pick of stable elect jockey, despite the fact that he's up in the ratings and up in class.
Yeah, Mo, the man, he ran a terrible race last time, but has shown that he definitely doesn't like blinkers. So the blinkers are off, and he's drawn well, and his form before that is pretty consistent. Yeah. Final Edition's always thereabout. He just needs to feel like he's on the right path, but right distance for him, and I think he's drawn a little bit better than most times. Holocene, he won really well last time, and he really won easily, so if he can repeat a race like that, he's definitely a big runner.
And closing off for the yard will be Legal Thriller, who's in solid form, joined by Below Deck. Now, the blinkers on last time out did the trick, and she rounded up a well-deserved win.
Yeah, Legal Thriller been the bridesmaid more times than I think he cares to remember, and he's drawn well. 1400 classified stakes is right up his alley or scope of winning a race like this, and the filly Below Deck very well weighted as being a filly, so she gets the allowance, and I think, her last one was pretty decent, and if she can repeat it, she could be in the firing line.
The yard is in super form, and let's hope they can keep the momentum going on Friday.